houses which used to stand on the right-hand bank were demolished to make way for these more modern buildings. The first of these, this with the red-painted window frames, was originally the purpose-built headquarters for the National Curriculum Council. It's now let as general purpose office accommodation. As well as the offices and other fairly recent addition to York's skyline, these are apartments. Beyond the apartments, the building with the brown balconies was the development by York City Council. They provided 35 sheltered homes for older people. Last building before the bridge on the right-hand bank is the Bonding Warehouse, proof of York's former prosperity as a port. It's where imported goods offloaded here would have been stored until such time as the appropriate local taxes on them had been paid. Bonding Warehouse served as a pub. Up until November 2000, it was badly damaged in those floods and never reopened. It was finally acquired by a development company just 2 years ago. They converted it into office accommodation and on the upper floors, luxury apartments. And it'll be luxury the lucky new owners will each have got very little, if any, change from £1 million. Next bridge will come to Skeldergate Bridge, southernmost road bridge in the city, and the younger of the two Victorian structures. This one looks very similar to Mendel Bridge.
Il battello c'ha solo queste due fermate in realtà.
Five-span design. A small left-hand river arch used to open to allow tall-masted sailing barges to pass through. Last time this bridge was opened was in 1971. It opened then to allow two Royal Naval minesweepers to leave the city. They've been here on a courtesy visit. That visit is part of York's 1900th anniversary celebrations. Now St George's Field. This field takes its name from a chapel dedicated to St George, which was built here by the Knights Templar. Chapel long since gone, St George's Field is now a long-staying car and coach park. Some rather bizarre old bylaws have never been repealed and still apply to St George's Field. One, for instance, allows the women of York to hang their washing out to dry between the trees. Another allows little farmers to bring their cattle and sheep to graze. And yet another allows the men of York to come here and practice their archery. Indeed, if you're aged over 14 and live in the city, it's still technically an offence not to practice your archery at least once a week. It is well worth sharpening your archery skills, as there is another bylaw in existence that allows any citizen of York who's in possession of a bow and arrow and comes across a Scotsman to shoot him dead, as long as it's within the city walls. It's on the left-hand bank of the river, just here, where the ducking stool used to be erected in York. You can win a ride on the ducking stool if you were a brewer of bad beer. Barmaid who served short measures.
Pensa quando l'acqua era pulita.
It's a shame when these old traditions don't. Should perhaps stress that I don't have a nagging wife. In fact, I don't have a wife at all. She's nagging someone else.
Andata lì? O Andrea până lì, nu știu să toți până dulce.
Dar nu știu să vezi unde să ia asta.
Questo non so non arrivano di cose.
Questa gente non sta. Sarà un campo sessetta. Sono tranquilli, la sa, lui ha due cazzate.
Ma poi sei sempre in ansia quando ti fermi.
Come?
Sei sempre in ansia dove ti fermi. Vabbè, questi sono due ragazzi, magari sono spensierati, pure a Napoli tu.
As around this bend in the river, coming into view ahead of us, hopefully, will be York's newest river crossing, the Millennium Footbridge, finally opened in the spring of 2001. Bridge intended for use by pedestrians and cyclists, so it's perhaps appropriate that the inspiration for the design was a bicycle wheel. Indeed, the bridge operates on very similar engineering principles. Fine stainless steel arch, which if continued would form a perfect circle, is the rim. The wire ropes that support the deck perform a similar function to the spokes in a traditional bicycle wheel. The idea for a river crossing at this point was first mooted. Local school children were given a chance to imagine what the design might look like. Sadly, my favourite, the steam-powered catapult, wasn't sure of this. To the right of the stretch, the river runs Rowntree Park, an area of woodland and formal gardens. It's also a lake, as well as bowling greens, tennis courts, children's play areas, and a skate park. This park, presented to the City of Rowntree York Chocolate Company just after the First World War, as a memorial to the